Hello friends, welcome to today's daily devotion. Today we are looking in the Old Testament in the book of 1 Samuel, the first chapter, and I'm reading verses 9 through 17 and then verse 20. Hear now these words. Once when they had finished eating and drinking in Shiloh, Hannah stood up. Now Eli the priest was sitting on his chair by the doorpost of the Lord's house. In her deep anguish, Hannah prayed to the Lord, weeping bitterly. And she made a vow, saying, Lord Almighty, if you will only look on your servant's misery and remember me, and not forget your servant, but give her a son, then I will give him to the Lord for all the days of his life, and no razor will ever be used on his head. As she kept on praying to the Lord, Eli observed her mouth. Hannah was praying in her heart, and her lips were moving, but her voice was not heard. Eli thought she was drunk, and he said to her, How long are you going to stay drunk? Put away your wine. Not so, my lord, Hannah replied. I am a woman who is deeply troubled. I have not been drinking wine or beer. I was pouring out my soul to the Lord. Do not take your servant for a wicked woman. I have been praying here out of my great anguish and grief. Eli answered, Go in peace, and may the God of Israel grant you what you have asked of him. So in the course of time, Hannah became pregnant and gave birth to a son. She named him Samuel, saying, Because I asked the Lord for him. This story is about a woman named Hannah, and the they at the beginning of the passage refers to Hannah and her husband's other wife. You see, back in those days, sometimes it was considered to be a good idea for a man to have more than one wife. I don't know why that would ever be considered to be a good idea, but there it is. Hannah is upset because she has not been able to have a child with her husband, and her co-wife has. And the co-wife has kind of gone, nah, 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 at Hannah over and over and over again. And so Hannah is praying, God, please, will you give me the gift of a child? And so we're talking about asking God for those things that are the deepest, heartfelt needs, and recognizing that when we ask God, God will answer. Just as God answered Hannah with the birth of a son, but Hannah had to go through the process of embarrassing herself with Eli because Eli thought she was drunk because she was praying so fervently. When was the last time you prayed so deeply and so desperately that somebody looked at you and said, I wonder what that person is doing? You see, when we give ourselves to God and ask God from the deepest part of our souls, we forget the world around us, and it doesn't matter what our outward appearance is, because God is not looking on the outside. God is looking on the inside. So whatever is the biggest heartfelt need that you have, emulate Hannah and pray to God with everything you are. Don't be embarrassed. Don't hold back. Here at Mount Moriah Church, we're going to be talking about Hannah's story this Sunday, and you're welcome to come and participate with us as we worship God. We're going to actually have a special guest speaker who is portraying Hannah and giving us an insider's perspective, so to speak, of Hannah's story. And so I invite you to come and be a part of what we do together. We will be worshiping at 9 a.m. and 11 a.m. And if you can be here in person, you are welcome to join us at 681 Mount Moriah Drive in Cincinnati, Ohio. If you can't be with us in person, then join us online. Just go to our church website, www.mtmoriahumc.org. You'll find the link to the live stream on YouTube. Go ahead and subscribe to the YouTube channel, and you'll get a notification every time Mount Moriah does a new video or a live stream. Be a part of what we are doing here at Mount Moriah and what we're doing this Sunday as we are asking God. And I'll see you on Monday for another daily devotion.